How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Snap Academy. I'm Muse. December is shortly approaching, and with that comes a whole new batch of cards. I am so excited for December. I cannot wait. I'm actually thinking about skipping the last week of Spotlight Caches in November to get all the December cards. So let's hop right into it. So starting off with our Season Pass card, we're looking at Galacta, Daughter of Galactus. She's a 4/6. Each turn, the first card you play at another location reveals with +3 power. So the obvious synergy is Galactus. You put him in his own lane, which is not with Galacta. He gets that +3 power bonus, bumping him up to help take over that lane. Obviously, that's your main day one brew, but she's also going to work with cards like Black Panther, adding 3 more, which ends up being 6 more after the double, Dakin, and Shaw. I think those are the two I'm most excited for in kind of the Surfer builds, where they get the power and then get to do their thing, be a little bit more powerful, and kind of utilize them a little bit more. So Galactus is definitely an enabler for those cards. She's going to be, again, kind of go through that Gwenpool role, but with more agency. You really get to choose where that extra power is going to, less random. And then also kind of Nomura builds, because the line kind of looks like, you put Galacta on a lane, and then you have your other 2 cards on the other lanes that you're playing, and then do Nomura on top of that. So that could be pretty solid. I mean, Nomura doesn't get the buff, but still pretty powerful. As a beginner player, just going into Series 4 and 5, if this is your first Series 4 and 5 card, I would give this 4 stars out of 5. I think that she's definitely very versatile and can fit in a lot of decks. And then for a vet card, anyone's playing the game for a while, I definitely think she's also a 4 out of 5. I think it's going to be a great Season Pass card. I think everyone's going to have a lot of fun with it. Not necessarily as powerful as maybe Agent Venom, but definitely a lot of power. I give her a 4 out of 5 as well for the veteran players. All right, so the first box you see up here is kind of my day one deck. Galacta, again, we're going to put Galacta in with Galactus. Also use her to help us with our secondary strategy, which is our Nimrod Destroy package. So Galacta is going to add that extra 3 power to our Nimrod, to our Symbiote Spider-Man. So we want to have Galacta down as early as possible. Magic to kind of do some shenanigans so that we can play Galacta. Symbiote Spider-Man, get that +3. Nimrod, get that extra +3. And then Venom Carnage it just for a lot of power on that turn 7. Also, we can use Galacta to increase that Symbiote Spider-Man into the Galactus, play that, and we have a big 20 power Galactus that can probably take on a lane by itself. We're using our kind of mini move package to move out Shuri if we need to use Shuri instead of Galacta. So there's a lot of redundancy in this deck now, which I think is super awesome. And then down below, we have kind of all of our enablers. My thought behind kind of the cards I want to use with Galacta that want that extra bonus is obviously Scarlet Spider is a huge card for Scarlet Spider, making that 3 into 6 power across multiple lanes. Shang-Chi, give that little extra boost if you need it when you're destroying all their other big monsters, especially in a Surtur meta. You never know what they're kind of doing ahead of time. Maybe Surtur's not in power yet. You can kind of get everything that's behind it and then get this right above that Surtur. Stature, I was thinking about Stature and Miles Morales, as it's a card you kind of play down for super cheap, maybe Frigga it, get another copy, and then drop it for even more power next. Brood, all the broodlings are going to get that extra power. Mr. Fantastic, just kind of give him that extra power in the lane, that way he can keep spreading out. Captain Marvel's, nothing's wrong with more power. See, more power just works in so many different decks. So I'm super excited. Same thing with that Professor X. Maybe you need that little extra boost to get over. I know a lot of times I'll misjudge a Professor X and you need 1 or 2 power. Moving on up, the same time period, we have Luna Snow. She is a 3/5 on reveal. Add an ice cube to each side of this location. So the ice cube itself, at the start of each turn, get +1 energy, then destroy this if your side is full here. So she's playing that kind of 3-class ramp role, kind of like Electro, but way better. Yes, your opponent's also getting that +1 power. You can figure out ways to get rid of that Red Guardian, location, junk, whatever, but you're going to build your deck around having that extra boost, and I think this might be the new best ramp card in that spot. As a beginner player, I give her a 3 out of 5. You don't necessarily need to build that ramp package. You already have Electro. When you're building that kind of ramp style deck in the lower pools, you already have something you can use. You're going to destroy it or just utilize it. So the down cost isn't as bad with Luna Snow, but not one that you need to just go out and grab right now, I don't think. Give her a 3 out of 5. For veterans with mostly pool 4 and 5 complete collections, I give this a 4 out of 5. This is the best ramp card that I can think of right now. Playtesting might say otherwise, but I think it's going to be a solid card. Then for December 10th, we have another ramp card, but in a different spot. It's Penny Parker. She is a 2/3 on reveal. Add SPDR or Spider to your hand. When this merges, you get +1 energy each turn. So she can be a turn 2 ramp, kind of like Psylocke, Zabu sometimes, but I think that she's even stronger than Luna Snow. She does make her own merge card with the spider, but you know, you can Agni into Penny Parker to get that extra energy already, so you can play 4 cost cards on turn 3. We all know how powerful that is. The spider that she creates is a 3/3 on reveal. Merge with one of your next cards here. You can move that card next turn. So obviously you have that synergy with Penny Parker merging, getting the extra energy, being able to move, but you can also use Spider kind of like Galacta as well that we were talking about. I think she's going to be great in Deadpool, kind of getting that early ramp. You already want to play Agony in that deck. Multiple Man with the Phoenix Force. Spider is going to be super strong, and I think this could help out Multiple Man a whole lot. I don't know, outside of the Phoenix Force packages, but Spider itself is pretty cool, and we're really getting 2 cards in one. I think that this is really the whole package for Destroy. For starter cards, I give this a 4 out of 5. It's doing a lot. It's very versatile. It's a card you can play a lot. Goes into a lot of decks, I think. Possibly even stronger as a ramp card over Luna Snow. And then for a vet, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. Being able to move a bigger card, being able to move those multiple mans, make Deadpool even stronger, getting that extra energy. This is, again, super versatile and really excited to build with Penny Parker. I think she's going to be an auto-include in a lot of decks. This is the secret part. It's not really secret, you saw it on the thumbnail. We're doing a season pass giveaway. You know, one lucky winner will be chosen when the new season drops. And here's how you enter. So all you got to do, leave a comment down below telling me your favorite card that's coming out this month. Super easy. And then make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So, need to be a subscriber and just let me know stuff. That's all you got to do. Get into the season pass giveaway. On top of that, if the video reaches 100 likes, I'll add in a gold pass, so that's a second prize. And if we get to 500 subscribers before the beginning of the season, I'll throw in the premium pass, you know, some extra levels. I think it'll be cool. That hit the like button, share the video, tell everybody, get them in on it, tell all your Marvel Snap friends. That way they can, you know, play with a free season pass possibly, and don't miss out for your chance to score big this season. Moving on, this is possibly my favorite card of the month. Doom 2099. He is a 4/2. After each turn, add a Doombot 2099 to a random location if you played exactly 1 card. All these cards are really starting to work together. I think he's going to be awesome. He's going to work great in the ramp decks. Luckily, we already got some ramp cards to add. Maybe throw in a Sandman to limit their turn 6 plays. Again, we're kind of getting 2 cards here. We have the Doombot 2099. They are also 4/2s. And ongoing, your other Doombots and Doom all have +1 power. So it's ongoing, which is super fun. So you can, if you have a big stack of Doombot 2099s on the lane, you can throw an Onslaught on it and get double that everywhere, which is super awesome. This also is going to work with OG Doctor Doom, making those Dooms even more powerful. I think it's super awesome that it all works together, so you kind of have that past and future thing going on. Add a little Iron Lad in just to get another engine going, possibly. I think that this is going to be a super fun deck and unlocks some cool things. It's definitely a go wide, so play it with a go wide and go tall strategy. Again, Onslaught. It's looking like we might have a few cards in January that can also add on to this. So I think it's going to be super fun. I'm giving a 5 out of 5 for both starters and veterans. I think he's going to unlock and just be super fun, especially since you already have most of the cards you need. This is kind of my Doom deck. Lots of ramp at the start to make sure you can get that Doom down, that Galacta down, maybe that Iron Lad down early to try to get Onslaught early, get that first Doctor Doom early, get that Doom 99 early. So I want to play a lot of ramp going into it. The Zabu hits the majority of our cards here, getting our Galacta down early, getting that Iron Lad down early. Penny Parker, we can use her turn 3. It doesn't as much. I was really just kind of thinking about using the Spider in this deck. Maybe move something if I need it. Snow, getting us that little extra bit if we want to. Maybe play the Dr. Doom first, or get that Onslaught out first before something else. Maybe get the Valkyrie down. Who knows? And then Sandman, since we're really already playing only 1 card per turn anyway, if we have that Doom 99 down, might as well hurt our opponent with it. We're not going to get hurt. And then since everything's going to be buffed with Galacta or the Doombots, add a little Gilgamesh in there, a nice little surprise. Turn 5 if we have a few Doombots out, or turn 6 if, you know, that is just how we close the game. Up next is a card I'm the most iffy about. I can see him in a few decks, but it's really about how consistent he is, and that's going to be Bruce Banner. He is a 2/1. When you end a turn with unspent energy, 25% chance to Hulk out. So, if you play Bruce Banner on 2, you have to not spend an energy on turn 3, 4, 5, and 6, which really ends up being a 6-cost Hulk anyway. So that's kind of the balance behind it, is you're still paying that energy possibly. You might luck out, you might not. But that's why the balance is there, because you're still technically paying that 6 energy throughout the span. Obviously, you might get lucky, hit it the next turn, hit it that same turn. Maybe not. He's definitely going to be in high evo, those decks that you know you don't want to spend all of your energy, you don't need to spend your energy. The She-Not build, we have the Control She-Not up top, which is a super fun deck. As a starter card, I'm giving him probably a 2 out of 5. I wouldn't go prioritize getting this card. If you pull it, you're happy with it. It can be fun, but it's very niche. As the possibility of just being a 1 power card, just taking up a spot. So I can't necessarily, tell you to go buy it. And as a vet card, only a little bit better. A 3 out of 5 if you have high evo cards. Maybe take a shot. That's where I'm going to build this deck, just to kind of see him. I'm still excited about it, but not one you need to prioritize. So this is kind of the day 1 build with it. Sunspot, Ebony Maw, have the War Machine with it so you can play it anywhere, and then just kind of let the Bruce Banner sit if we don't ramp up with the Luna Snow. With the Luna Snow, we just want to use that as a way to kind of use the Sunspot a little bit more, guarantee having that extra energy that we might not need, that we can soak into the Bruce Banner, and possibly, drop 30, 40, almost 50 power on the last turn. So again, this is the deck I'm going to be using. Copy paste it, tell your friends. I think this might be where Bruce Banner lives that's not high evolutionary. Up next, another banger. We're kind of seeing the first of the reprints per se, putting Rocket Raccoon and Groot together. They are a 3/3. You can move this once, and after an opponent plays a card here, steal 1 power from it. So every time an opponent plays a card in front of you, especially in bounce is awesome, Rocket and Groot are technically gaining 2 power. You're taking 1 away from them, plus 1 to Rocket and Groot, so really you're getting 2. I think this is super fun, especially in Guardians, because it kind of limits your options when you're playing Guardians, because you're not going to want to play Rocket Raccoon or play into Rocket Raccoon and take that energy drain. Kind of limit your options. Play your actual Rocket, your actual Groot to one side or the other of Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Could be fun. Throw your Nebula down, throw a Rocket, and say, hey, no matter what, I'm gaining 2 energy. Super fun. All together, if they play 4 cards into a lane, and then you move it and play 4 cards into another lane, again, this is really just bounce. The potential of 11 power, again, more against bounce. So this is kind of that anti-bounce card, just soak up all their energy. But Rocket could get out of control quick, I think. As a starter card and a vet card, I give this a 4 out of 5. I think this is one that everyone wants to prioritize. It seems super fun, not broken, definitely powerful, and might be the comeback to the Guardians of the Galaxy. That is going to wrap up my quick thoughts on December for the Marvel Rivals and Snap collaboration. I'm really excited about everything. Not just the cards, the extra archetypes that we might get behind everything. Whether you're getting sweaty, a new card, a vet, I think it's going to be a really great season for everybody. Definitely want to start saving up everything now. That way you can get, I would say, at least 2099. I think he's going to be the star card here, and plan ahead. So I'll be going deeper onto all these cards throughout the month. Have the deck highlights for everybody, do the day ones, make sure my initial thoughts are correct, or if I'm not correct, kind of tell you guys that I was wrong. And if you're as hyped as I am, hit that subscribe button and join me. Let's do this all together. So let me know in the comments what card you're most excited about and how you're using to play with it. Don't forget to get in on the giveaway. You know how to do that. I know some of you kind of skipped to the end, try to figure that out. But thanks for tuning in. I'm Muse, and as always, happy snapping. See you in the next one.